Hey, everybody, it's Pastor Jeff with this week's introduction to our discipleship discussions through the Multiply material. And we're going to focus today on the substitutionary atonement principle. Now, we see it introduced in the Old Testament, but ultimately what we see is Jesus the Christ on the cross, his spilt blood on our behalf. I want you to think about as you walk through the videos this week and as you talk together, think about just how amazing God's grace really is. And I want you to think in particular about Abraham and Isaac. See Christ in Isaac. And I want you to not only see God the Father in Abraham, but I want you to think about yourself. When you look at Abraham, and here's why, here's the focus. I'd like you to walk away from this week's discussion not only appreciating the sacrifice that was made and the role and the purpose of this amazing sacrifice, but I would like you, in terms of application and equipping, I'd like you to think about how quickly we are prone to compromise and rationalize disobedience. And sadly, that's not just true of our culture, it's true of the church today, where people are being told that faithful obedience is really not that big a deal, that grace is so big that our behavior and our obedience no longer matter. And I just want you to know that that's a lie from the pit of hell. And my prayer is that when you look at Abraham and Isaac in this sacrifice encounter, I want you to ask yourself, have I ever known anyone, including myself, who would have had more reason to compromise and rationalize something other than what God said than Abraham up on that mountain? I don't believe you ever will. And it's my prayer that Abraham in this account will not only bring you into a closer relationship with God through his grace and for his glory, but that you'll be inspired to a walk of joyful, loving, faithful obedience through what you see in Abraham. I love you, and I'll be praying for you. Be blessed. Bye-bye.